Bang bang to the gang. Benjamin, that's good. P Warrior _9. Faithful boys in the building. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Uh, this is the Faithful Boys. As my brother coined the phrase, we gonna bang till we can't no more. It's been a while since we didn't had a show for y'all, but definitely glad to be back and coming back off a dub. What's going on with you, big bro?
Oh, it's all good, dog. I mean, 3 in a row. You know what I'm saying? They playing good. They healthy. They're starting to hit their stride. You can see all 3 phases of the team starting to gel and come together the way that we want. And like I'm gonna say, we gonna bang bang till we can't no more, baby. And that's how we doing it. It's just, what I'm saying, these boys is, I just got through watching the game last night. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm looking at the first half, looking at the second half, and I'm seeing finally a complete game. And what's even more, exciting is that they could even do more and do better. You know what I'm saying? So the
True that.
potential
True
is
that.
great, and they starting to play to that potential. So yeah, man, we got a lot to be excited about as a 49er fan, going forward. So yeah, man, let's get it in.
That's for sure, bro. Well, y'all know it. We call this Tell the Truth Tuesday, right?
Yes, sir.
Where we try to give an honest assessment of, obviously the game, the team, so forth and so on. Myself, kind of feeling like you, bro. I'm always a little nervous coming into these games. We know what happened last time we played Colt McCoy too, so you know. But the way the offense found it, like you say, looked like they hit the stride a little bit. It was finally clicking, and Jimmy, and I'm hard on Jimmy. Jimmy was finally making some plays, man. Well, and it's still not necessarily the deep ball per se, though I do appreciate the fact that he letting it go. Even though it's not accurate, he at least letting it go. You know what I'm saying? But in this instance, he's stepping up, making some plays, stepping up in the pocket, letting it go, scrambling, letting it go, and it's resulting in it's having good results as opposed to him kind of with the Jimmy Gimmies to the linebackers and so forth and so on. So
All
uh,
right, exactly.
my tell the truth is just that, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Jimmy. He making some plays when they there to be made, and he making some plays when they not there to be made. So, shouts out to Jimmy.
Well, if we gonna tell the truth, and we gonna start with Jimmy, then to me, and I was just thinking about it watching the game. I think this was his best game that he have played since the New Orleans game back in 19. Just from the
Props.
standpoint of maybe not from the yardage standpoint where he threw for the 3, 4, however many yards it was, but just that he didn't turn it over and he made the right throws. And, like you said, on some level, he let it go. It wasn't like I think we had talked about it like, once Trey got hurt and he was in there. We had I don't know if I was on Always Faithful, 24/7, shout out my boys, shout out my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Or it was us. But I was making a comment that he gotta play free. And you could
Right.
kind of see since they didn't got McCaffrey, he playing free. But this is what the McCaffrey effect is. McCaffrey affords him the check down guy, affords him the easy completions, and that just builds his confidence. And then it draws defenses to where he can make those throws to
Yeah.
Kittle and to Ayuk and the Debo. And even Jawan, even though in this game, Jawan really wasn't a factor as far as making plays, catching the ball. So, if we're gonna tell the truth on Jimmy, this the way we want Jimmy to play. This the way we need him to play. We don't need you to throw for 3. We don't need that from you. Get the ball
Yeah.
to the playmakers. In the critical times, make the right throws. in a critical time, don't make the throw that could lose us the game. If you play like this, to go with the running game, to go with the defense and the special teams, man, we gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be there because we got the team to be there with. So this is what we need from Jimmy. This is what we need. We, like I said, even if Trey was in there, we ain't expecting you to 3 for 3 and 4. We ain't expecting you to be no Patrick Mahomes. We ain't expecting you to be no Allen. We don't need you to be them. They great players. They can do those kind of things and single-handedly take the game over and win the game for you. We know you ain't that type of quarterback, but this what we need from we just need you to complement the rest of the team and make the plays that needed to be made at the critical time. And right now he's doing that on third down. He making the throws, he getting the ball to the right players, and now they making plays. You see the offensive line giving them time and opening holes in the running game. You know, we was all nervous about the offensive line. I was one of the few that said I think they got confidence. I had confidence that they was going to eventually get it. Now you see Burford and Aaron Banks playing like a beast out there. Brindle even playing good. You know what I'm saying? And they mixing Brunskill in there. Even McGlinchey, you played better the last 2 weeks. So it's starting to come together at the right time. And they injury free. We had to survive all of the injuries and the inconsistency and all of this stuff. And now we see the fruits of all of that, even, the having to go through all of that. Now it's starting to come together. Now it's starting to gel. And they about to have these 3 straight home games, which the back half of this schedule, they got 5 of the last 7 at home. So everything is flowing and rolling in our favor. And hopefully at some point we're going to see Kinlaw and we're going to see Offset out there. And if we see them in the middle of our defensive line, that just going to make the edge rush even better. So it's all coming together, bro. It's all coming together just right for them. And this is the time where we got to make this run, dog. Because the NFC, man, okay, Philly, yeah, you 9-1. You ain't really played nobody. Dallas, okay, you whipped Minnesota. But Minnesota, you won a lot of them games at the last minute. Not taking away nothing from them. But, man, I ain't scared to go into Philly. I ain't scared to go to Dallas. We can go to Green Bay and all that cold and get it in. You think we scared to go to Philly? We think we think we scared to go to Dallas? We beat you in Dallas. Man, we ain't scared of nobody, dog. Come on, man. We ain't scared of nobody, bro. So, look, man, it's all coming together. All thing they got to do, keep playing better, keep getting better, keep getting the consistency, keep doing what they're doing, and they're going to be there, bro. They're going to be there. That's all we want. They're going to be there when they count.
All right, well, you kind of touched on him a little bit earlier when we was talking about Jimmy, and I do agree with you as far as him being the ultimate check down and relief for Jimmy make the game a little bit easier for him. And like you say, it looked like it's kind of obvious. It's making him a little bit more comfortable where he don't mind taking that chance. You know what I'm saying? If the check down not there, because like you said, they done sucked up a little bit defensively, then he felt a little bit more comfortable with just taking his shot, you know what I'm saying, over the top. So it's freeing him up a little bit. Now, speaking of McCaffrey still, I feel like him and the line starting to gel a little bit. You can see a couple of the runs, like almost about to pop, you know what I'm saying? If we just, So I like that, but him and Mitchell back there together, because in that second half, man, Mitchell came through that thing, and he was eating them up, bro. So let's talk about the 2 combo backs, the combination with the 2 backs, and just what you're looking for, forward, with both of them.
And I was watching the game just before we came on, and I'm saying to myself, this is what Kyle wanted. He wanted 2 good running backs that he could just plug in, dog. And it's cool how he using them. See, what he doing is he keeping both of them fresh because he know both of them can be injury prone. McCaffrey, had his little injuries, because he was the main man in Carolina. Well, we don't need you to be the main man. And that's the beautiful thing about our offense now. We know we could kill defenses with you. We can kill defenses with Elijah. We can kill with Kittle. We can kill with Ayuk. We can kill with Debo. We can kill with Juszczyk and even Jennings at times. Now, let's talk about the running back. First half, McCaffrey was the feature guy in the passing game and in the running game, but they didn't run it as much in the first half as they used him in in a slot and out, out wide to get the one-on-one against the linebackers.
Right.
And that's another thing that helped Jimmy. Jimmy can use him as an outlet, against linebackers in the short passing game. And now we see they're incorporating a screen game with him now. You see what I'm saying? Right. So really in the first half, he was really used more as a receiver to move the chains. And then when he did run the ball, he was effective. So now you got Elijah Mitchell sitting there just chomping at the bit to get in there, right? So now we didn't kind of kill you with the pass using him in the screen game, in the short passing game, still getting the ball to Kittle, still getting the ball to Ayuk, the offensive line giving them time, Jimmy, so on and so forth. Now in the second half, first drive in the second half, they come on Elijah Mitchell. What they start doing, running the rock. Man, he hitting them holes, he hitting them quick, hitting them hard. You know what I'm saying? Hitting them quick, hitting them hard, getting it in there, right? So now they worn down defensively. We run the ball, then what they come do? They come hit him with that reverse to Debo to get the touchdown. Bam. You done hit him up the gut. You done hit him up the gut. Bam. You hit him up the gut. Bam. Then you hit whack. And I think even Troy Aikman has said, man, they hit you with the body blows, then they come with Debo with the haymaker. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm watching the game, bro, and I'm saying to myself, you know what? I say, Kyle got these boys. Kyle setting up other teams with this film. Nah, this, he going empty. He's starting McCaffrey off in the back, we put him out wide. I say Kyle setting this up for later games because he gonna have different looks coming out of these different formations he using. You see what I'm saying? How he using McCaffrey and he put them on in the left slot and the right side. He putting them out wide, all these different places, putting them backfield. I say all this is a setup so that teams can see certain things on tape, and he gonna have a change up. He gonna have a curveball waiting for him, just like last year when they couldn't get the running game going. Then he put that Debo package in there, and he rolled that Debo package. Where he gonna have a McCaffrey package in? I think they was talking about it in the game how the creativity. People was questioning his creativity. Kyle saving stuff up. Now he got the ability with McCaffrey to he like a chess piece. You can move them all around and put them in different positions. Even with him and Debo, you got interchangeable parts back there. You see what I'm saying, that you can use even with Elijah Mitchell because he can catch the ball out of the backfield. So Kyle setting this thing up. Bro. Just for not just for right now, but for later on down the line. He gonna have a curveball. He gonna have a change up for these teams that they gonna see these. They gonna keep seeing these same formations, keep saying these same little things, and he gonna have little wrinkles come off of it. You see what I'm saying? But if we just strictly talking about the running back, so we got a nice 1-2 combination, and then what's so cool is you can interchange them in series. You see what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be surprised that then they might come upon a time where he used both of them in a backfield at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying Kyle setting this thing up good. You know what I'm saying? Setting it up real good out there. So dog. And you kind of even seen it in the game against the Chargers, where in the second half they rolled Mitchell. He got the 18 carries. More of the first half was McCaffrey, but then in the second half, when the defense was worn down, they ran Mitchell, and Mitchell might be the closer. You start off with McCaffrey killing you out there, then you finish off with Mitchell killing you out there. But anyway, you're getting killed either way it go. So I love it, dog. I was saying that watching the game, I'm saying to myself, yeah, Kyle, you got this what you wanted. You wanted 2 good running backs so you can interchange. Because really, at the end of the day, we know Kyle want to run that rock. He want to get the ball to his playmakers. He really want to feature the running game in all facets. And now he got a running back who multidimensional, and McCaffrey who can run and catch the ball. He like another receiver out there, like a mini tight end, a small H-back. You know what I'm saying? And you got a good running back who a good slasher, one cut, hit the hole, gonna get in. And Aikman said in the game, Elijah might, it might be blocked for 4, but he always wind up getting 6. And on one of them carries, he got hit, went forward, and got the first down. And that's what he is. So we got the best of both worlds back there now. And with the offensive line starting to gel and starting to create them holes, it's gonna be, dog. Look, I was watching this morning, but I was clapping my hands, shaking them. I was excited, dog, because I'm looking at them like, yeah, these boys ready. You know what I'm saying? This is what we were waiting for, you know what I'm saying, out there. So, yeah, but yeah, man, we strictly talking running backs. Yeah, dog. Kyle got what he want, dog. Kyle got what he want out there. He got 2 good running backs. He can ride now. You know what I'm saying? And the way he gonna use them and, you know, split the carries and make sure they both fresh, it's gonna wear on defenses. Cause really, you know, at the end of the day, they won't play in a phone booth. They won't get you in a phone booth. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to do nothing spectacular. They want to get you in a phone booth and out physical you. And ain't too many teams gonna get in that phone booth with us and can hang with us in there. So if he can get you in a phone booth and play that style, it's to our advantage to play that style, and we got our players to play that style.
Well, McCaffrey averaged 5.6. E. Mitchell averaged 6.6. So they was definitely toting the rock, and the line was making you know, some good holes for him. Let's talk about Kittle, dog. Like, in my opinion, I feel like Kittle sometimes be underused. I think that kind of went to that, like you said, when they was questioning Kyle creativity a little bit. And though he scored the 1 touchdown kind of off a busted play to a certain degree, or Garoppolo having to improvise. 4 receptions, 84 yards, you know what I'm saying, averaging 21 a catch. 2 touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time since Kittle has been in the end zone, you know, and especially multiple times in the game. So let's talk about no fear, George Kittle, you know what I'm saying? And Brandon Ayuk, you know, he one of my favorites. The boy got 2 touchdowns also. One of the more sure-handed receivers on the team. So that's it on the receiving core a little bit, starting with the creator of the tight end university, you did.
Well, no, and really, all of this helps Kittle too, because now the way they can use McCaffrey with the short passing game and the advantage that he get on linebackers, it takes coverage away from Kittle now. You know what I'm saying? Because we know last year, what was all the coverage going to? It was going to Kittle. It was going to Debo. Ayuk was in a doghouse early in the season. And it took him from mid-season to the end to become a factor. But even still, then defenses was rolling the coverage. Still was rolling the coverage to Kittle. It was still rolling the coverage to Debo. But now, but now you got with McCaffrey and the emergence of Ayuk. Now Kittle and Debo should get more favorable matchups now, because we got so many weapons. You can't just key on them and roll all your coverage to them now. So when they have the advantage, you know, that's when, you know, hopefully we know that Garoppolo will get the ball to him. But no, Kittle was due for a breakout. Normally he do play good against Arizona. Him and Budda Baker usually had a little, you know, one-on-one matchup. Well, Budda Baker was a fact. They're always gonna be a fact. They're a Pro Bowl player. Yeah. But no, this was the game we needed from Kittle. Kittle, when it was due for a breakout, and then you got to look at it. Early in the season, the offensive line was struggling. He was hurt. He didn't come back to the 3rd game, so he's finally starting to get his stride now, as far as playing, you know, consecutive games and, you know, getting, you know, the football playing shape and all of that. And, you know, even when he first came back, you know, the offensive line was struggling, so they used him to block a lot, and then he always gonna be used in a running game. So he ain't gonna be no Kelce, you know what I'm saying, as far as just getting the free releases and the way Kansas City used Kelce. Well, Kittle is an overall tight end. Kelce is a beast in a passing game. Don't get me wrong. Ain't Kelce the best pass tight end in the game? Kittle a close second, but Kittle is the overall better tight end just in terms of blocking and all of that to me. You know what I'm saying, overall. But and ain't no knock on Kelce. Just Kelce ain't, you know, the offense ain't built for him in Kansas City to be that. You know, it's just different.
Different job requirements.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they both great players. But no, Kittle do it. And like I say, I think going forward, because of McCaffrey and because of how Kyle can use him and line him up next to Kittle or line him up next to Debo, how they can use him in the backfield, and now he's a threat out of the backfield and shit. Even sometimes you could even probably put Kittle back there, because, you know, there was times where Kittle was in the backfield and things like that. This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that Kyle gonna be able to do going forward with just the threats that he have. So I believe not. I think going forward, Kittle gonna really become a factor. You know what I'm saying? In terms of just, getting those one-on-ones. Like I said, last year and at the beginning of this year, man, he wasn't getting that. He always gonna get the the attention, him and Debo. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think now, because you got McCaffrey and we about to hit on Brandon, now with their emergence and their coming to it, it's gonna give George that favorable matchup. It's gonna give Debo that favorable matchup, to whereas last year and the beginning of this year, all the coverage is rolled to them because they are the established players. Now you can't just roll your coverage to, well, I mean, you could roll your coverage to them, but now we know Brandon Ayuk gonna kill you. You could roll your coverage to them. We know McCaffrey gonna be a factor. You could roll your coverage to them. Jawan, don't sleep on my dog. He can kill you.
Real.
So yeah, so now, who do you roll your coverage to? Who do you try to take away? You really can't take anybody away because everybody's a threat. So if Debo going off, okay, you can start rolling your coverage that way, but then Kittle become a problem. You can roll your coverage to them too, but then Brandon and them boys gonna make plays. So man, we got a complete offense, and then we talking about Ayuk now coming off of Kittle to Ayuk. Oh man, this boy got what 6, 7, 8 touchdowns now?
Yeah, bro.
In the season and stuff. Now some games you got the yardage and the touchdowns. Some games you got the touchdown, but it don't matter. You making plays. And you making all the contested catches. You going across the middle. You got good hands. Your body good. You can take them licks. You run at the catch. You blocking. So you a complete receiver. You the doghouse has a memory. Was you ever in it? I mean, you ball until you fall out there. You didn't prove and stepped up. You know what I'm saying? Now defense got to respect and honor your game, which just only makes the rest of the offense a threat. And like I said, they want to roll coverage and keep rolling the coverage that way. Well, then you're going to win your one-on-ones because you've been winning your one-on-ones all year. So you just, you've been eating out there. So like I'm saying, you pick your poison. Okay, y'all want to take Debo away? That's fine. You want to take George away? That's fine. They got McCaffrey. They got Ayuk. They got Jennings. They got Juszczyk. They got Mitchell. We got about 6, 7, 8 guys out there who capable of killing you out there. And the way that Kyle can scheme you open just with the patterns and the routes and all of that, because really most of those patterns are run after catch patterns. He want to get the ball in your hands because he know I got guys that's physical, can break tackles, and it would be nice to stretch the field, and everybody wanted that with Trey Lance, and he brought in Danny Great for that. And I was thinking on him too. Don't be surprised that eventually they sprinkle him in there, Ray in there too. You see what I'm saying, for some of them passes. So
I think they should.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Kyle ain't showing everything. Kyle putting certain things on tape to get you thinking one thing, but I'm telling you, he gonna have some wrinkles, especially when it come playoff time. I really believe he gonna have some wrinkles and some different things to offset what primarily is being put on tape. You know what I'm saying? Things being put on tape to set up other things later down the line, or to show you one thing, but then to come with something else later down the line. So, like I said, we got many ways to beat you out there. You know what I'm saying? So, no, Brandon is a fact out there. You got to respect his game. You got to respect the route running. You got to respect going over the middle. He making the tough catches. He scoring now. So he's a threat. So, like I said, you can roll that coverage to them. And I think defense is still going to do it because even though he eating, they still, on some level, still fear Debo and Kittle and McCaffrey. But then that means you killing the other guy on one-on-one. And you getting the second best corner, the third best corner, depending on whether you lining up and what the down and distance is or whatever the play is. And so if you start just keep doing what you're doing, but even raising your game, then eventually they gotta play the coverage straight up, or they're gonna start sliding to you. And like I said, now Kittle should be getting a favorable matchup, because if we're looking at it from the standpoint of Jimmy throwing the ball over the middle, well, then that's Kittle in a nutshell. So we can get Kittle on a linebacker or a smaller slot corner or even a safety. That's a favorable matchup for us out there. So I think the effect of having McCaffrey and Ayuk doing what they're doing, it frees Kittle up to me. And if we can get Kittle going, then that just enhances everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was good to see Kittle score them 2. It was good to see him make plays. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that just continues, because we know if he doing his thing, then Debo doing his thing, then the rest of them doing their thing. Yeah, we shouldn't be struggling scoring no more points. We should be scoring at least 30. And with the way our defense is on people, yeah, dog, that's what I'm saying. The offense is finally coming to the party. And the key to me is, like I said, McCaffrey and the offensive line. And eventually, the more reps they get in practice and the more they gel, he gonna start popping them things like you said. And even Elijah gonna start hitting it, because them holes is huge out there. So it's just a matter of time for it really start going and getting going. Right. So everything is trending right for him right now.
Well, you mentioned them. Let's switch sides to the defense. You know what I'm saying? Shots out to them. I think they had like 3 sacks. I know Bosa and Gibbons got one, and I believe Warner 2. And old Jimmy Wall with the tip INT. And my dog Womack, man, got some burn, and he come up with one, dropped one, but made up for it, got another one, threw it right to him. So definitely shouts out to the defense, but let's talk about them. Greenlaw was everywhere. You know, D-line was, you know, they was dominating. It was, you know, they was moving the ball a little bit here and there. D-Hop was doing this thing, you know, but ultimately, and then Colt McCoy back there too. But, you know, let's talk about the defense. We healthy, baby.
Yeah, well, no.
At least since Kansas City, as far as everything but the secondary shit.
Yeah, well, no, since Kansas City, this the defense we expect to see every week. You know, yeah, okay, Hopkins a all-time great talent, Pro Bowl player. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those receptions, Ward was right there. He just got to give him his props. He knew how to get open and catch the ball. That's what he do. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no knock against Ward. I mean, come on, D-Hop is a Pro Bowl player, been a top-notch wide receiver for years. So, I mean, you got to give him his due. He going to make plays against you. Well, but like I said, Ward was pretty much there all the rip. Jimmy Ward, you played, this was your best game since you come back off the club. Look like you didn't even have the club on hand. Look like your hand finally healthy. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get burned, you know, like you did on like last week a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You was tackling Greenlaw. You a hit machine out there. Everything moving. You was killing it. You know what I'm saying? The defensive line, you know, given Jazz, you played good. Bosa got the sack. Warner got 1, so they got 3. They had a lot of tackles for loss. 8, I think they said in the game. So you played a lot of zone coverage because Arizona, you know, they're playing the air raid offense, so they're trying to spread you out. So the best thing to do against them is play zone. You know what I'm saying? D. Amendola, you were solid. Womack, you good on special teams. You made plays. You know what I'm saying? Hufanga, you was around the ball. The other safety, Gibson, you was around the ball. You know what I'm
saying? Demo finally looked like Demo to me. You know what I'm saying?
I think he finally comfortable playing outside because, you know, he had played inside. I really think if E-Man don't get hurt, he the nickel corner. You know what I'm saying? He had found his niche in his role, but, you know, you comfortable. I think it took you a couple of games to get comfortable going back outside because you was getting primarily your work inside. And then Womack, you know what I'm saying? You know, you starting to get some run again, so you might get more play. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just overall, we're looking at it just the overall 11, and then you come in with the rotation. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Arizona ain't really got no run game. You know, kind of you broke off a couple, you know, little runs, but nothing that, you know, really hurt us out there. And then Colt McCoy, I think I was in a chat with my brothers, and I was telling them, you know, they was talking about Colt McCoy. I said, we're going to be ready for McCoy. They remember what McCoy did to him last year.
Yeah.
And I said, they remember, Charles. They remember. You know what I'm saying? He completed most of the, you know, passes he threw, but it wasn't nothing that was killing us because, like I said, they played zone really, you know what I'm saying, against them because they spread you out. You can't come with no, I mean, you could play man to man, but if you be trying to blitz, you might get burned. So the best thing to do is play zone. They catch the ball, you rally and tackle. Well, that's one of our strengths. So if you catch the ball, you got 10 dudes running to the ball. You know what I'm saying? So if you get past one, you ain't gonna get past the next 2 or 3 because they're gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So zone to me and mixing up the coverages was perfect. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna, you might complete the ball, but as soon as they catch the ball, they might get a yard or two, but then they get smashed. And that's more or less what happened. And then in the second half, 3 straight games, you didn't shut out 3 straight opponents. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna catch us, you better catch us early, because once they make that adjustment and they get a beat on what you're doing, you ain't gonna do too much. And I'm waiting for, really, to me, what's really gonna take them over the top is when they get Armstead and Kinlaw back. You know what I'm saying? Because even though Givens and them and Ridgeway and whoever, I think they had McGill in there and whoever else they've been rotating inside, they've been playing good. Don't get me wrong. But man, Armstead and Kinlaw got that size and that athletic ability to jam everything up in a run game and get that push in the passing game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. See, that's where Bosa and Menahu and Ebucon and Willis and shit, man. I'm rolling about 8 niggas, you know, off the edge. You know what I'm saying? That just gonna make the edge rush.
Ain't even got to the rookie yet.
Yeah, you know, I don't even think I called Drake Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I mean, once man, if we can get them back healthy and they can give us that push inside on them passing downs and be stout against the run and sub that run on a running down, man, this is gonna make the defense better. Because now what it's gonna do, we know Kinlaw and Armstead taking double teams that free up Bosa and Ebucon and Menahu and Drake Jackson. And man, you got Kerry Hyder. Man, they just got dudes coming out of everywhere on the line. Man, they got like 12 dudes they could play out there. You know what I'm saying? So, man, bro, we just need to get them 2 back. If we get them 2 back, man, it's gonna be hard to score on us, dog. Because at the second level, man, come on, bro.
Hey, well, look, for my tell the truth Tuesday, you know, defensive person, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at old Greenlaw, you dig? Like, he had 9 tackles. He, you know, he everywhere, bro. And he really be laying that hat. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, won't flexing a lot, but Greenlaw be laying that hat. You know what I'm saying? And I've been kind of like perturbed with him a little bit because of the bonehead penalties, which he could have got one this week too. So you know what I'm saying? Pipe it down.
I'm thinking the same thing on the one when McCoy dove like head first and he came and hit him in the midsection or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? His head hit the ground before he hit him in the midsection. And I'm saying to myself, they could have called you for personal foul. You got to kind of lay out, but that's kind of, well, it ain't his game of intention to hurt people, but man, he be laying that hat. Like you say, he be bringing that wood to you, dog. Yeah, I love it. So when you catch that ball around him, you know you getting hit.
Yeah, he knocking your ass off.
Yeah, dog, you getting your wig split out there. So look, like I say, no, we don't want you to get the ball-headed penalties. And even that play last week against the Chargers, really, Jimmy Ward hit him from the side. And when he came, he was kind of hit him with the shoulder. It just, the way came in, it was just, he couldn't help it. But for the helmet to hit him, dog. But he ain't no dirty player. But shit, I tell you one thing, he catch that ball around him, dog. That boy popping, you can hit him pads pop. Even Aziz out there when he hits you. Yeah. And that's what our defense is. And that's what I'm saying. Our defense is, we're going to rush with that 4. We're going to drop that 7. You might catch the ball for 5 or 6, but I guarantee you, you're going to have 5 dudes killing you out there. You know what I'm saying? And if you catch something deep, you got O'Fong and you got Gibson and you got old Jimmy Ward couldn't erase it. So, yeah, dog, that's the kind of defense we want to see out there. But that's really what we ain't seeing on yet. Kansas City is the aberration. You know what I'm saying? And even going into the third quarter, we was only down by a touchdown or whatever. The defense was playing pretty good for the most part, and it just fell off in the second half. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was getting TJ haircut today. It was a barber Kansas City fan. Well, it was texting me last night, and I was texting him. I said, we looking forward to seeing you again in the Super Bowl, cuz want another shot at y'all. You didn't see the best of us in that one at all, not defensively. You know what I'm saying? So, but time will tell with that. But no, man, overall, man, they was on fire defensively. Like I said, if you're going to catch us, you better catch us early. The one D'Amico made that adjustment and they get a beat on what you're doing, that's it for you. They on it. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they're looking good out there, bro. They're looking good out there.
Yeah, that's real spill, bro. I guess before I get off the defense, dog, we could kind of, hit the Saints real quick before we get out of here. I just
Yeah.
want to give a big shout out, really to the safeties, bro. Gibson,
Uh-huh.
old Jimmy Ward, what I'm saying, the OG, and Hufanga, dog. And again, Hufanga was somebody I ain't gonna say I was down on, but I really wanted to see if he was gonna be a liability in coverage. He not a liability in coverage, and at the same time, the way they use him to play their strength, and all his intangibles come through. So we got something back there, dog. You feel me?
Oh
If
yeah.
the cornerbacks just get healthy, you know what the D line gonna do, bro. We gonna be a real tough out, and offensively, just keep doing what y'all doing. Jimmy, just what I'm saying, just 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 let it go, bro. You feel me? That's all I really could say. Just keep letting it go. And if
Yeah.
the run game keep improving, again, we're gonna be a tough out.
Well, no, I agree with you with the safeties. They stole Gibson off the free agency market. I don't know what other teams didn't see, but they saw something. And he been playing, he been a beast back there, playing, his position. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Jimmy Ward, you finally healthy. You playing like you played last year. I think it took you a couple of games with the club and just, coming back because you had the hamstring injury. So it took you about a good 6-7 games to kind of hit your stride. And that's what I'm saying. Even with, with Kittle, same thing. You coming back off the injury, it take you a good 3-4-5 games to get your stride to be able to, feel like you could do what you normally do out there. So now we seeing Jimmy Ward coming back to himself. Gibson been solid all year, and Hufanga, I agree with you. He ain't a liability in coverage. Now, I think on the one play last week against the Chargers, you was late, or you read it wrong. You know what I'm saying? You was in position, but you jumped the wrong area, and then the dude got behind the corner, and then you was late. But overall, you be there, and your anticipation and your timing is perfect. And you got 4 interceptions and been in a handful of plays, you know what I'm saying, tackling and stuff. So no, man, we stole Hufanga too. 5th-round pick, boy, baby. 5th round. 5 is the number of grace, baby. You know what I'm saying? They boys hit that 5th round. Like, man, y'all just draft from the 5th round back, though. But anyway, let's get on to the Saints. You know what I'm saying? To the Saints game, no, they got to be careful with this one. The Saints got some talent. You know what I'm saying? They got the running back. They got the one rookie receiver, Olave, who a deep threat. Defensively, they still got some good players. I don't know who all is hurt for them. The key is, man, we got to get that pressure on Andy Dalton, make him throw some picks, make him, be a liability out there.
Not
You know what I'm
real
saying?
talk.
We can't let him get no confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because he been a serviceable quarterback and a starting quarterback at a high level. When he was with Cincinnati, when they was making playoff runs back in the day. So, the key is, man, let's get that pressure. You know what I'm saying, on him, make him, throw the ball to us. Get him on the ground. We got to be on Kamara, but we match up with Kamara because we got the linebackers to match up with Kamara. You know what I'm saying? We got Greenlaw, we got Warner, we got Aziz. You know what I'm saying? So we know they're gonna try to get the ball to Kamara. We know, they ain't got all their offensive weapons out there. You know what I'm saying? And then, they probably gonna try to sprinkle in Taysom Hill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't play them before, so it ain't like we don't know who the main threats is. And like I said, I don't know who all they missing defensively. I don't know Cam Jordan out there. I know they got the one linebacker 56, who Demario Davis, and I don't know Lattimore playing. And then I don't know what they say. I don't really know because I don't watch none of the Saints games. You know what I'm saying? I live here, but I don't watch none of them. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't tell you who all out there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But just a game coming out the Monday night game, a short week where they need to, they're gonna have to be on their P's and their Q's, they're gonna have to be tight, you know what I'm saying? Because, you could, and I'm saying they ain't looking ahead, you know what I'm saying? Because the next week is Miami, then they play Tampa. That's the games that we really got to find out what these boys about. But you can't overlook the Saints. The Saints got enough talent to come out there and get you if you ain't on your game. You know what I'm saying? So I think, they're going to be focused. You know what I'm saying? I think, they're on a 3-game winning streak. They're healthy. They're playing good. They're building, on offensively. So I agree with you. You know, come on, let's see if we can establish a running game. If they try to take the running game away, let's see if we can establish the pass. You know what I'm saying? Get that rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Kyle ain't gonna not run the ball. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how it's gonna shake out. The game ain't been played yet, but you know, I would suspect they're gonna try to come out and establish McCaffrey. You know, and then go from there. Attack the weakness of the Saints defense, and if we can come out and get on them early and get a lead and just maintain and sustain and get that dub, then we go to 7-4. We in first place. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep this momentum going. Let's just keep this train rolling. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna come out and be focused. And I don't know if Armstead or Kinlaw gonna be back for this game. It'd be nice for them to get in there and get a little run. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna need them. Saints by 2. I don't know about that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's the homie Carl right there. Shouts out to Carl, man. He a Saints fan, you know what I'm saying? From the
I
crib.
feel you, bro. I don't think it's gonna be that by no 2, bro. I don't think y'all winning the game at all, but that's just me. But at any rate, and like I said, I think they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be up to the challenge, because they ain't overlooking nobody. They know that they can keep getting better and keep improving and keep this momentum going. And so I think it's gonna be a good game, but I think ultimately we gonna pull it out and do what we gotta do to get the dub.
Well, nah, bro. I'm totally with you in your assessment, early assessment. Anyway, I think they are starting to get a little healthy. I saw Jarvis Landry was out there. I know he had been out. Olave been eating all year. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna have to, deal with him and Kamara, obviously. But like I said, we got the back. I'm interested to see the Fred Warner matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, Greenlaw gonna get him too, but I specifically want to see Warner. You know what I'm saying? How he go about taking him away. I remember that time they played Dallas and I can't the white boy Van Der Esch or something, the linebacker.
Yeah.
Oh man, nigga, boy, look here, did him dirty. You feel me? So I want to see how the linebackers play. And ultimately, get pressure on Dalton, we shall be cooking now at the same time, though. Like you say, Cam Jordan, them got to respect them boys. We got to be able to protect Jimmy so he don't turn the ball over. As long as we don't turn it over, we should win. Whether it's close, whatever. As long as we can protect Jimmy, we should be fine. So, yeah, ultimately, you know what it is. We winning, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up, dog. You know what I'm saying? We definitely should be winning. We'll definitely be talking about that one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all tune in,
Yeah.
We could get the pulse from some of the fans while they down there, because they they have a lot of energy in there.
Yeah.
But no, bro, all in all, man,
Yeah.
we trending in the right direction, brother.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they definitely are. So, yeah, man. No, I mean it's good right now. Health is good for them. The momentum is good for them. The confidence is good for them. The offense is starting to come into its own. The defense been there all year. The special teams, I think this was the best special teams game they played.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? We had some miscues with block kicks and punts and poor coverage at times. But I think even in this last game, the special team showed up and played their best game. So it's coming together at the right time. And now we're in November, about to go into December. Well, it's the stretch run, dog. This is where you want to start be playing your best football going into January. So this, if this was, if it's the right time for them to be gelling. It's the right time for them to be healthy. It's the right time for them to be playing to the best of their ability with the opportunity to continue to get better. So yeah, I'm thinking they're gonna be straight. So that man, let's get it in, bro. Let's get it in. Ready. Keep this thing going. Keep this thing moving.
Nah, real talk, man. That's the bubble. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Like y'all seeing the ticker, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It's the Faithful Boys podcast, where we bang till we can't no more. Shouts out to the gang. Shouts out to the always 24/7 faithful crew. Mark and the boys. Prayers on Keith. You know what I'm saying? Much love. And all the fans, man, keep rocking. Like I said, we'll be back after the Saints game. So for the big brother P Warrior _9 and myself, Benjamin S. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Till next time, keep banging.